What is up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a bowl week. Today's Saturday, starting bowl week, kind of. Saturday, December 17th, 2022. Just over a week till Christmas. Oh boy. I don't know about you guys, but can you sit down and watch mediocre bowl games like these first ones? I know we got games all day today on Saturday, but like I got a hard time watching some of these garbage games, man. It's rough. I mean, I'll sit down and watch parts of them, maybe throw a few shekels here and there, but it's difficult to sit down and watch a full game, just bad ball typically. But anyways, I am Joe from the Buckeye Cast, bringing it to you all day, every day, any day. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. All right. Today we're going to talk. So I know we've been hitting the recruiting and the portal pretty hard, but it's an important time of year. We're just a few days away from early signing day, and the portal is always open. And we need to see who we can bring into this next 2023 roster. Really, this is roster management time, and it continues. It doesn't end into the spring. So today we're going to focus on the O-line. I know we talked about it a few days ago, but this has expanded and this is growing day by day. It's a very fluid situation, like most things in life. So first, I do want to mention, before we get into the O-line, the corner out of University of Virginia, Fentrell Cypress. We're starting to see predictions that he will go to the Buckeyes. Whatever On3's prediction machine thing is called, there's one of those for him. Fentrell, my guy. So that I've seen one prediction so far. Don't even know who it was. Could have been some psychopath. Anyways, just want to keep you up to date on that. That's good news. Buckeyes will definitely need experience at the corner position next season. So let's get into the O-line though. So let's look at where we're going to be at after the season's over. Paris Johnson, DeJuan Jones probably leaving. Paris obviously a first round pick. DeJuan early rounds, first 3 rounds maybe. Probably should come back for his own development, but probably won't. Luke Whippler can go, but he might return, and that's a good thing because we need an established leader on that O-line, so, and starting at the center position is going to be key. That's the apex, as they call it, of the O-line. So would be great to keep Luke around. I'm going to go on the assumption that he does come back. Donovan Jackson obviously will be around. Matthew Jones is eligible for another year, a sixth and final season, with the COVID season mixed in there. But there's no announcement. Nothing's been said. He could transfer, leave, whatever. So interesting to see what happens with him. So that leaves our tackles at least wide open, and that's not a good thing. So who else do we have here? We got Josh Fryer, probably going to be a starter. He's a bigger dude, taller, fits that tackle body more than a guard. And he racked up 227 snaps over this season, whatever. And then you got Enoch. He played 116 snaps over this season. So that's all you got depth wise. I can run down all the guys that we have on the scholarship grid, but none of them have freaking played, like not any meaningful minutes or snaps. You got Jacob James, Trey LaRue, Grant Toutant, who else? Chrisman, Jackson, Michalski. Then you got the freshman Tegra, Fitzpatrick, Henry, Hinsman. You got 4 dudes coming in 2023 that will be true freshmen. So none of those guys have played much. That's where we're at. That's why we're attacking the O-line through the portal. Right now, let's start off with I got about 5 targets here. Rhode Island offensive tackle, we talked about him the other day. Johnny Cornelius received an offer Wednesday. He's visiting Ohio State this weekend. He is the 13th highest PFF grade in the country for all offensive linemen, 9th best among tackles. So That's a priority. He has a third best grade in all of FBS. Yeah, I mentioned it. Fuck it. One little check mark against him, I would say, is he's committed 10 penalties in 11 games this year. So, yeah, if DeJuan Jones comes to mind, you're on the right track there. But does have 2 years eligibility remaining. That's a good thing. Next, UTEP. University Texas El Paso, Jeremiah Byers, first team all conference in Conference USA, started all 12 games, allowed just 1 sack. He's graded top 20 among all FBS tackle. Fuck me. FBS offensive tackles on PFF. He has 2 years of eligibility. He's visiting Ohio State and Tennessee this week, going to Oregon this weekend, and he visited Florida State earlier in the week. So this guy's all over the map, hitting all the big schools, wined and dined in 69. He was a 3-star recruit out of Austin, Texas. So Buckeyes have a good influence in the Texas area. That was back in 2019. Yeah. So he only allowed a total of 8 pressures and the 1 sack out of 855 snaps this season. I'm still tired. I need a coffee or some shit. God damn. All right. Moving on. Tulsa transfer, Dylan Wade, he was offered on Tuesday. He has scholarships from USC, Oklahoma, and TCU, and a bunch of others. He is the only legit left tackle the Buckeyes have offered. He has mediocre PFF grades, overall a 65.1, as a run blocker, a 65.1, and a pass blocker, 65.2. So if 60 is average and just doing your job, he's just over that. So keep that in mind. He's visiting Auburn this weekend. That's going to be a tough one to go up against. They got Hugh Freeze, the new coach, in there. So they're trying to create excitement and build a new foundation there. Okay, a couple of guys I want to talk about that were teammates at Stanford just this past season. Tackle Miles Hinton and tackle Walter Strauss. Hinton is 6'7", 320, big dude. He's the son of a former NFL player, Chris Hinton, and his brother, obviously, the Michigan defensive tackle, Chris Hinton Jr. Buckeyes did offer him back in, was that 2019? I think it was 2019. Right? Buckeyes offered him when he came out of Norcross, Georgia. So he does have only 1 year remaining, where most of these other guys we talked about all have 2. Okay. Same with Walter Strauss, similar size, 6'6", 318, 1 year remaining. But anyways, when you talk about fit and culture, Ryan Day always uses those key words when he talks about bringing in portal guys. Those 2 guys would have it coming from Stanford. Obviously, academics is not a problem, but the Hinton kid probably is going to lean towards Michigan first if they show interest. But kids from Stanford, I would say, have a leg up on some of the others as far as playing Power 5 football and then also being good culture guys. So, but the 1 year does make me a little leery, like to get people in here with 2 years just to allow some adjustment time and to let them grow. But we'll see where those guys end up. One more name to watch on the O-line is guard Braden Fisk. I don't know. It's an E on the end, out of Western Michigan. So keep him in mind. And I'll let you know as things evolved. I'm sure there will be more offers going out. There's going to be more Buckeyes jumping in the portal, especially we're going to get a whole wave after all these bowl games and the playoff games. There's going to be a whole nother wave of another hundreds of players jumping in the portal. So again, fluid situation and ever changing, but that's college football. All right. That's why we love it, I think. Yeah, that's why. All right. I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you on Sunday. Let's go. Go Bucks.